everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I am going to answer all your questions related to my career specifically because I get a lot of questions related to my software engineer journey and also MBA journey. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. Kahan se shuru karun? So let's start with the first question, which is from Aishika Paul and also Pragya Gowda. They asked the same question about the journey of your life till now and study journey till today. So after my 12th class, I pursued electrical engineering from a private engineering college in Bhubaneswar, which is ITER. And after that, I got placed in a software company, but in the 4th year I was actually preparing for all the government exams for electrical engineering. I was not interested to become a software engineer at that time because 4th year में मैं GATE के लिए prepare कर रही थी. If you don't know, GATE is like what was the full form? I don't even remember. Wait, GATE full form, dude. I don't even remember. Graduate aptitude test or something. Yes, graduate aptitude test in engineering. It is quite a difficult exam. I was preparing rigorously. From 3rd year actually I started preparing for GATE, but I couldn't crack that exam. मुझे पता चल गया कि वो मेरे बस की बात नहीं है. 3rd year 4th year मैंने गेट के लिए बहुत ज़्यादा प्रिपरेशन किया. Even I went for coaching in Made Easy and all, but you know it was such a difficult exam. Even cut off भी clear नहीं हो पाया मेरा. So I was quite disappointed at that time because बहुत ज़्यादा rigorous course था गेट के लिए. But I got placed in an IT company, so I was happy about that. I was also confused कि मैं join करूँ कि नहीं करूँ, but finally I joined that company because I wanted to be financially independent. So I decided to join that IT company, and yeah, after joining that IT company, I thought I will prepare side by side with my job for GATE again, but I couldn't crack that again. So after 4 years of experience in IT company, I decided to do MBA because it was the only choice I had. Before actually preparing for CAT, SAT and all of that, I also gave an exam which is known as GRE, which is Graduate Record Examination to study abroad. I got a decent score in that exam and I got into a college, in a good college in Sweden, but I couldn't go there because of a lot of reasons. I didn't go to Sweden, and then finally after that I gave CAT and SAT, and finally मुझे लगा कि कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा अभी. I can't do the same monotonous job that I was doing. I was not happy at all with what I was doing. Okay, coming from an electrical background, going to a software company, wanting to become a PSU, like get a job in PSU, I was like so confused all my career. And one more disclaimer I would like to give. Actually, I was supposed to give this disclaimer in the very beginning. This is about my life and my experience and my life journey. So you know, I know a lot of teenagers also watch my videos, so do not get influenced by my life and my decisions. I have made a lot of mistakes in my journey, in my career, so do not, you know, get influenced by any of them. Take your own time, and your life and your situation and your experience will be very different from me. So yeah, that's what I want to say about my life journey. And finally, I'm doing my MBA right now, and again I'm going to join to my company back soon. Next question is by R. Tanushri. She asked if I opt BA, can I become a software engineer? Then again, in graduation first year, which course did you opt? In graduation, I opted for electrical engineering. So yeah, I actually don't have any idea about BA, so I'm not the right person to answer all these BA related questions because I literally don't have any idea. So yeah, you can Google around. If you find any information, then well and good for you. Next question is from Pragati Das. She asked, you are doing MBA in which college? You are living in Bhubaneswar, or else what is your favorite place in Bhubaneswar? Okay, so I'm doing MBA from XIMB, which is Xavier's Institute of Management, Bhubaneswar. Yeah, currently I'm living in Bhubaneswar. I am in Bhubaneswar. There is no specific favorite place. Like, there are so many places that I like. In Bhubaneswar, I love how the city is so clean and well maintained. कभी मैंने सोचा ही नहीं मेरा फेवरेट प्लेस क्या है. Near InfoCity, near my office, that area is my favorite. Alright, moving on to the next question. Brandy plays. How important are past academics? So, if you ask me, past academics are important or not, I will say both yes and no. Because when you go ahead in life, like if you join a company and then you do an MBA, I think past academics do not matter a lot because let me give you an example. So if you are in 12th, definitely any college for admission will ask about your 10th marks and 10th grade, right? And when you go to BTech, they will ask for 12th and 10th marks. Moving on, when I did my MBA, actually hardly that marks matter. And then comes the experience. Your experience values more than your marks after some point of time. So I think gradually it doesn't matter, but at that point of time in your 12th, in your graduation, in your engineering or in that period, it matters. If I give you an example, मेरे प्लेसमेंट के टाइम हमेशा सारे कंपनीज में कुछ ना कुछ कट ऑफ्स रहते ही थे. लाइक बेयर मिनिमम कट ऑफ तो आपको रखना ही पड़ेगा, विच इज आई थिंक 60%. सारे प्लेसमेंट्स पे 60% मैंडेटरी था. And there are some perks when you score high in 10th or 12th, okay? Because I got that perks in my case, let me tell you. बहुत सारी companies में ऐसे भी होते हैं कि if you score 80% above or 75% above, you are gonna get some perks like you don't have to attend the aptitude test, or if you have a GD round, you don't have to go for GD and directly you can go for interview. So in my case at least, I got that perk because my academics were good enough. मेरे कंपनी में ऐसा क्राइटेरिया था कि आई थिंक 75% या 80% अबव आपका है 10th एंड 12th में, तो आपको एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट नहीं देना पड़ेगा एंड जीडी नहीं देना पड़ेगा एंड डायरेक्टली यू कैन गो टू योर इंटरव्यू. सो दैट्स व्हाट आई डिड. तब मेरा एकेडमिक्स मुझे हेल्प किया एंड आई डायरेक्टली गॉट इनटू द इंटरव्यू पार्ट एंड आई हैड माय टेक्निकल इंटरव्यू एंड HR इंटरव्यू, बट आई डिडंट हैव टू गो through the regular stuff which is aptitude test, GD and all. So yeah, that was a perk that I got because of my past academics. And also in MBA, if you see, no, it doesn't matter at all. I mean, if you have experience, your experience is what matters. If you join MBA after few years of your software engineering career, so academics tab matter बिल्कुल भी नहीं करता है. I think bare minimum 60% is good enough. Next question is by Uneka. Please make the video because I have completed my 10th and I am very confused to take which course. I understand where you are coming from, and as I said, do not get influenced by anybody around you. Just think about what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses. Trust me, in 10th I was also very confused like you are right now. At that point of time, you don't know what is right for you. Like, I didn't know what was right for me. Like, I have always been a creative child, I have always been into extracurricular activities and stuff. I didn't want कि मैं engineering करूँ, but मैंने engineering किया. फिर मैंने सोचा कि मैं कुछ divert करती हूँ अपना field, but फिर मैंने MBA किया. So I don't know, like till now I don't know what I'm doing in my life. So this is a phase in everybody's life, so do not worry, and you can take inspiration from a lot of people, but do not get influenced by their life. Next question is by Aditya Mundra. He asked, tell us about your graduation. You are from which college and what are your future plans? As I said previously, I did my electrical engineering from ITER, and also what are my future plans? I'm gonna join back to my company again. I don't have any plans right now, to be very honest, because of COVID and all. I don't want to plan my future. And I'm done planning and getting disappointed. Next question is by Sharadhi D and also by R Tanushri. Both of them have asked the same question. How do you manage work and YouTube at the same time? How you manage your work studies and YouTube? Like now my schedule is so hectic, I can't even tell you. Like from Monday to Saturday I have classes regularly. From like 1.5 hours के क्लास होते हैं and 3 क्लासेस होते हैं. उसके बाद मुझे कुछ भी करने का मन नहीं करता, and also lighting proper नहीं होती है रात को, so I can't shoot in the night. That's the major problem I have. Even though I have a ring light, but I don't like to use ring light. Yeah, daylight में shoot करना is very different and night को shoot करना मतलब ऐसे shadow आ जाता है, बहुत problem होता है रात को shoot करने में, ठीक है? तो मैं नहीं कर पाती हूँ उस बीच में. And Sunday is the only time I get to shoot. And Sundays are so busy, so difficult to manage. I am trying to manage, but you know, when you plan a lot of things and you can't do anything, and then you get disappointed, and then you feel not productive, and that cycle is real. It might seem that I manage well both of them, but trust me, I do not manage them well. At least for me, I think that I do not manage it well because you know, so many assignments, so many presentations and all, सब कुछ रहता है तो बहुत ही ज़्यादा डिफिकल्ट हो जाता है. संडेज में मैं शूट कर लेती हूँ एंड फिर बाकी के दिन मैं एडिट करती हूँ, ऐसा ट्राई करती हूँ मैं. बट अगेन सम डेज आई डू नॉट फील लाइक डूइंग इट, सम डेज आई डू नॉट फील लाइक शूटिंग एनीथिंग, सम डेज I am not well also. Like today, I was not feeling well at all, okay? But still I thought let me push myself and let me shoot this video because बहुत दिनों से कोई video मैंने shoot नहीं किया है. So I thought let me just shoot it anyhow. So yeah, and one more thing I have always done is that you know, when I do YouTube work, I do not care about my MBA. Like I forget MBA completely, and when I do my MBA thing, I forget my YouTube completely. So that's how I actually you know, concentrate in one thing at a time. I think that has worked for me and that has helped me sustain. But you know what, managing both of them has been so hectic for me. Like I'm not sleeping in time, my sleep schedule is messed up in a terrible manner. YouTube के बारे में एक मैं चीज़ बोलना चाहती हूँ. Content creation is something that you know it never stops. Your mind, your brain never stops, and it is a continuous process. And I don't know, when I even take breaks, it is not like a break. I mean, it is always there in my head. Moving on to the next question, which is by Ranjan. He asked, in which software company you are working on and how do you manage MBA and your full-time job? Which stream in MBA? No. I think there is some confusion. Wait. Let me clear this. In which software company you are working on? A lot of people ask me this question and I never answer, but I will leave a LinkedIn link in the description box below. You can check that out. How do you manage your MBA and your full-time job? No, I do not manage my MBA and full-time job. I am on sabbatical. That means I'm on leave without pay, which is for 1 year. And I'm not working at all. Like, I'm not working. I'm a full-time student now. I'm not working right now. So I think that was the confusion. I do not manage both of them. And it's a full-time MBA, so I'm only doing my MBA and I'll join my company after completing my MBA. I hope that clears your doubt. Which stream in MBA? I'm doing MBA in marketing. Pragya Goda again asked, how do you take notes, read, test, revise and your technique so far? Whenever there is online classes, I take a rough notebook and I jot down few important points. And आजकल तो इतने PPTs and all सारे notes available हैं, so I don't make any specific notes. Earlier, while I was in my engineering, I used to make separate notebooks and notes and everything. 10th, 12th engineering में मैंने बहुत ये सब किया है. Like I used to take separate notes for my college and separate my personal notes were separate and everything. And I used to rigorously practice, revise and everything. But now it's like only going through the PPTs and you know, revising those concepts, going through books and all. And also while reading, I always have this habit to, you know, write. I don't just read, I write also. So yeah, that's a habit that is still there. Moving on to the next question, which is by the Morian. He asked, hi, do you have any plans of migrating abroad, be it for higher studies or work? If yes, what is your preferred city or country? For higher studies, no. I had a choice of going to Sweden for my MS, but I didn't go there. Also, I have no plans of going for more higher studies. No, I can't study more, but never say never, so I'm not going to completely deny. But for work purpose, yes, I might. I am flexible. I might go to some other country if given a chance, and also if I get on-site opportunities and all, definitely I'm gonna grab those opportunities and go. What is your most preferred city or country? I don't have any preferences for now, because I don't know where my clients would be and what place I might go, so, and I don't have any idea. And migrating abroad, I'm not interested in migrating completely, but I'll go, like I'll move there, I'll work, and I'll come back to India. The next question is by Lisa Mahapatra. She asked, tell us about your MBA preparation, MBA entrance preparation, and how tough it was. As I was doing with my job, it was again a bit hectic. Yes, it was difficult, it was tough, but I actually went to a coaching alongside my job. I used to go to Career Launcher. If you don't know, that's a coaching institute for CAT, and Times is also an institute. I went to CL because it was close to my office. I was taking this coaching classes from 7 to 9, and then I used to go to my office from 9:30 to 6:30, and then I used to come back and study again for entrance examination like CAT and ZAT and all. It was a tough journey. Next question is by Ayush Jindal. He asked, tell us about XIMB. Do academics matter? What clubs or committees matter? What should one focus on their MBA? Basically, give guiding points to people like me who are joining an MBA. First of all, congratulations if you are getting into MBA college. XIMB, I think it's a great institution till now, but the only problem is this online education. You know, I do not like online classes at all. Physical classes are very different from online classes, and this batch of 2020 and this batch has suffered a lot, but really we don't have any choice but to adapt to the changes. And the college, the institution has also adapted to a lot of changes in their curriculum, and we as students also have adapted to those changes. Do academics matter? As I said previously, not a lot. If you have experience, I think your experience matters more than your academics. Like for me, I have 4 years of experience in IT, so my experience matters a lot than my previous academics. But no one is going to ask me about what percentage or what was your score in 10th or 12th or engineering, you know. Nobody is going to ask you about that. But when it comes to experience, definitely people are going to ask you about your experience. What clubs or committees matter? There are a lot of committees I would say you can join. I don't remember the name, but one was for only case study based, and another group is for media and PR, cultural committee. There are so many different committees you can be a part of. A sports committee, there is a speak up, I think extempore kind of committee as well. There's media and PR, there is social group also. So there are a lot of committees you can be a part of, do not worry. I am the part of media and PR because I was interested in that. So yeah, you can join any of those groups or clubs or committees which you are interested in. What should one focus on in their MBA? So I would request you not to focus on your marks. I understand marks matter and all, but in MBA I think marks doesn't hold that much value, but your learnings and your experience, as I said, and then your peer learning. But again, in online education, peer learning is something we really missed. And जो भी हम 3 महीने या 2 महीने class गए थे, like physical class, that learning was so good and so insightful than these online learnings. I tell you, you should focus on participating in the group discussions and the case study. So all of that really matters, and it is not a graduation like engineering stuff. Okay, it's quite different. It's not like our regular engineering में जैसे हम class करते थे फिर exams में marks ले आते थे and all. ऐसा नहीं है. It's completely based on interactions and group discussion and case studies and all. It's quite different, and a lot of presentation. So you have to focus more on that rather than simply marks. So yeah, that's the advice I would like to give. Next question is by Sayan Mukhopadhyay. Being an MBA student yourself, what would be your suggestion to someone like me who is going to be who is going to start the journey of MBA next month for 2 years? Okay, great. Congratulations first of all to you. As I said, do not focus on your marks. Participate in a lot of different group activities, group peer-to-peer learning, group discussions, project work, assignments. Actually, to be very honest, MBA curriculum is such that you are bound to do all of that, okay? You have to do your presentations. You have to present before the entire class. You have to do assignments. You have to like participate in the case studies because those carries mark, okay? Take that as a complete package of experience with you, and it's all about the overall experience, I would say. So take that experience as much as you can. Unfortunately, this batch of 2020 has suffered a lot, as I said, due to pandemic, and you know, those peer-to-peer learning and those physical classes were so much better than this online classes. All the best for your new journey. Next question is by Ayush Agarwal. I am in second year CSE branch, and in this pandemic all the classes are going online. So please tell me that what should I do to prepare for my placements? I know where you're coming from. At that point of time, I was also worried about my final year placements from the first year itself. But trust me, eventually everything will be smooth and everything is gonna go smoothly. So don't worry about that now. All you can do is learn as much as you can right now because you are in second year. So learn as much as you can right now. Fourth year में आपको बहुत सारे, मेरे कॉलेज में तो ऐसे था कि you know what was that called actually, placement learning, no, placement training. From our college itself, we used to get a lot of training, how to present in an interview, how to go about a group discussion. There were so many कुछ classes होते थे, I think, placement interviews के वक्त. So you can brush up your knowledge at that point of time as well. I used to worry so much about my interview, and I remember मेरे interview के दिन भी I was so nervous. Although मुझे aptitude and वो test देने नहीं पड़े थे, I only had my technical interview and my HR interview. And it went smooth. I mean, they are there to take you. They are not there to reject you. And give your 100%, give your best. You are gonna get through it. Don't worry about your placements. And one more question that I always get asked is, what's your salary and also how to become a software engineer? There is no better person to answer this other than Google. So learn the art of Googling, and I tell you, it will help you a lot in life. So learn the art of Googling and then ask. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed watching it and it was useful to you. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a like, comment down below and subscribe to my channel and turn on all notifications. You can also follow me on my social media handles. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, bye.